Good morning. My name is Ayesha, and this is Spun and Stitch. All right, welcome everybody. Nice to see you guys. It has been not too long. I don't know, maybe a month. I think it's been a month. So I just want to cut you up real quick. I don't have time for a long video today, so let's get into it. Okay, so the socks that I made for my mom for Christmas that were too tight, I said I was gonna try to unravel it and fix the top because it's toe up. Try to fix the top. So yeah, that didn't work. I unraveled it a couple of times and I could not get it to be loose enough to put on my foot. So I decided, I think it's the pattern, and I think it was me just being super new to sock knitting. My tension is still very tight. I'm trying to work on loosening that up. So I decided to unravel it completely. We have one ball here and another ball here. I decided to unravel it, and I am doing the, oh, that hurt. I am doing the classic DK sock recipe by Summerly Knit. So we started on DPNs. Yes. So far, so good. It fits over my foot. It's going to be a nice house sock. Um, that's what my mom wants. She wants a house sock. So we have that going on. I also have another pair for myself with some Patton's classic Patton's. I'm not sure how you guys pronounce it, but it's the Patton's classic wool worsted. I wanted a like petite knit, the slouch sock design she has. I wanted something similar to that. So I have this is one ball and it is cuff down. So I have my cuff on magic loop. I've done about 20 rows so far, and then we're just going to go until it goes up to right below my calf, and then I start the heel flap and gusset and continue on my sock. So we have two sock projects going on. I'm gonna keep it in one bag. Keep it in one bag. Boom. Yes. Sock bag right here. And speaking of socks, so mom's Christmas socks did not turn out the way I expected them to. So I had started working on some socks a while ago. No, I didn't. I didn't even start working on them. I started on them for myself. But when my mom told me that the socks weren't going to work for her, I decided to make the socks for my mom. So here we go. She came to visit. Well, she came back up with me 2 weeks ago, and I had her try on one sock, so I know it fits. So we have um socks here, and then we have corresponding. That was cute. I wasn't sure. I haven't got to the point where I know how much yarn I need for the toes. So we did this toes solid because I wasn't sure, and I didn't want to run out of um the colors for the feet. So right now this is fine. I think I would like a test sock to see exactly how much yarn it takes to do a toe. I know it takes me an hour to do a toe of a sock, but I'm not sure how much yarn is required for said toe. This is my sock bag. Keep everything in one spot. We are heading down to North Carolina to surprise my brother for his birthday. So I will upload this video tomorrow so that I don't ruin the surprise. So that is my travel bag right now. Uh, in my last video, I was talking about how I needed a spinning bag for Mabel. I was supposed to use some yarn left, some night yarn, some fabric left over from a project bag I sewed, but when I went to do it, it was just too thick. It was just too much material. The material itself is was thick. So I decided to grab a piece, a spare ball of yarn, and I made a bag. I did a waffle pattern. No, it's just uh front post, back post, double crochet, little cute bottom, and holds everything in here for my spinning wheel, and it just hangs on the front of me. But I don't have to worry about command strips. I don't have to worry about a little C hook or anything. It just sits right on the front. Very, very cute. So finished project. What, two? Number two. Speaking of my spinning wheel, I'm not sure if I showed this last time, but these are the two bobbins that I completed. And so that I can ply these together when I get a moment, I got me a lazy Kate. So this is a Kromsky upright lazy Kate. I'm so excited to use this. So put some stuff down. There's metal rods that go in through here, and it holds the yarn up that way. And this little string, it goes in one way and then through the other way to tension it so that when I'm flying, it's not just spinning all loosey goose. So I'm excited about that. I just haven't had the time to ply those together. So that is that. Um, Cardigan. Finished my cardigan, but I was unable to get it blocked in time to wear it to the North Carolina, the Raleigh Fiber Festival. It smells so good. So here she is. I am I'm going to block her today, pin her out, get some stretch in her, and then let her dry while we're out of town. And I was real weary about the button band, but I was watching some video yesterday, and the lady had, instead of having holes in her button bands, she had the buttons here. And then on this side, this is so hard to hold up. My goodness. Okay. And on the other side, she had like a string or I cord that came across. Which way? That came across, connecting her button that way. So I'm gonna put my buttons on my cardigan where I want them. Here are the buttons on the cardigan, and then I will make some I cords and then attach it to the back of this side. So go my cardigan because I'm going to take some time out and I'm going to probably make a swatch and figure out the whole button band situation. Because I've tried it. I tried it on my daughter's cardigan, the first knitted cardigan I made her, and it just did not come out right. And I was very discouraged. So, all right. New York, not New York, goodness gracious. Raleigh Fiber Festival. My mom and I went. I took my bag, like I said I was. And this was to deter me from buying a lot of things, which it worked. Um, so the one only item that I purchased were these hexagon stitch markers. Can you see them? They're very cute. I haven't used them yet, but I like the fact that they look like honeycombs. I like these. They're 28 small hexagon stitch markers. Yes, I purchased this, and I found some beautiful wool. Um, she told me, in fact, she said it was alpaca. We should have asked her. I didn't get her information or anything either. Then, but it's gorgeous. And I got just enough to. I told her I want to make a card. I want to make a cardigan, another cardigan. I haven't figured out which cardigan yet, but I want this in a cardigan form. So you see, it's like this dark, beautiful brown, and it's just so soft. I thought she said alpaca because she was saying that nobody else at the show had alpaca. Everybody else was just wool. And it's just so soft. I wanted the whole entire bag, but This was $7 an ounce, and I think the bag itself, it would have it would have totaled up to I think it was almost $300. And that price was way out of my price range. And the lady was talking to me. She said, "Well, honestly, you're not gonna need that much for your cardigan." So she broke it down for me, gave me the amount. She says she thinks I would need, me being a novice spinner, and it's not going to be perfect, thick and thin. So I'm excited to do that whenever I get a chance to sit down in front of Mabel and make some beautiful yarn. Okay. So everybody knows Joann is closing. So my mom and I stopped at the Joann in Raleigh so we could see what they had. Um, so after making this bag, of course, I came across some granny square clutches, of course. So I was like, okay, now I need a clutch or two, like a small clutch, a big clutch, all the clutches. All right, so we're in Joann, and I'm looking for stuff to make a clutch. So I got these plastic canvases. I think they were like 50 cents or $1. So I got all of the colors they had. Oh, the paper. I said something just touched my legs. I didn't want to go overboard, but I think I got two of each if they had to. Yeah, they only had one pink and one red. I mean, one purple and one red. But I got two of everything else. Those would make cute clutches, you know? So this was the first purchase. You can never have too many snips. I think it was $2 maybe. Um, Same thing for seam rippers because I'm getting back into sewing and I'm going to start quilting. I would like to quilt. So these two, and then I was at my local Joann and I placed an order for some yarn, and I had these cute needle stoppers. And my Joann is notorious for completing your purchase, and then when it's time for you to pick it up, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, we canceled half your order. So I went to the Joann in Raleigh and they had them. Aren't they cute? Let me open it. As you can see it this way. Aren't they cute? They're very cute, different sizes. So it's to protect the points of your needles and so that the yarn won't fall off. So they had two, so I got both. I think these were like $2 or some change. So that was my little haul from Raleigh Joann's. That was that. My godmother asked me to make her, well, she sent me two pictures. She was like, I like this as it is, color and design. It was a nice cardigan in this pretty blue color. And then the second picture was a multicolored sweater, but she said she wanted in a t-shirt or a tank top, and she wants it long with a high-low style. So I went to my Joann and I found these yarns because she said that she wanted multicolors. So these were pretty multicolored yarns. I decided to go with this one because this was the biggest cake, but they only had one of all of these. So last night I found this design on Ravelry. It was the cactus and late, no, the Ren Tankin Tea. I think that's how you pronounce it. So I'm gonna do the t-shirt design because I think the sleeves sleeves look beautiful. So I was working on it yesterday and I should have realized that it's not going to come out the way that she wants it to come out because it's just going to stripe the colors and she wanted it multicolored. So after two tries, and I was looking, I was like, this is not going to marl the way the photo is. We're just going to stop. I went on Hobie, Hobbi or Hobbii. I sent my mom a couple of screenshots to see what color her bestie would like, and we both settled on a color. So that should be coming in. I don't know, because Hobie is kind of quick. So hopefully I can start on it next weekend because it's on 4 or 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. So I would like to get that started so that she could start wearing it in the spring. And the other one was a cardigan, and it's pretty blue. So it's the remake 100% recycled polyester. I got all the balls they had because I wasn't sure. I haven't found a pattern yet, but we don't need this till fall. So I'm gonna finish that, make some more products for myself, and then we will come back to this. So these balls are going with me to North Carolina, to my mom, because I think she says she has one of these colors already at there. So I think that would be nice addition to her stash because I always walk past these colors and they're pretty, but I don't have any idea of what I would make with it. So that's why I never purchased them until my godmother said she wanted those two items. So that's that. My granny square clutches. Okay. So we're in Joann. Joann is closing. So Joann has the little tiny sales. I honestly, I get it. Joann is they trying to get their coins before they gotta close. But I've seen they've had better sales than the sales they have going on right now. So I got a few things. I absolutely love these for cables. I have a pack, but there's nothing wrong with having multiples of your favorite tools. So got those. These are the buttons I originally wanted for my cardigan, but they only had two, and the pattern called for four. But they're pretty, and it can go on a vest. It can go on any. It's a button. It's a button. You can't go wrong with buttons. It's like my dad said, screws. You don't ever throw screws away because you always gonna need a screw. You always gonna need a button. You got a button. Okay. Um. So the granny clutch, I'm seeing like spring, bright. I got a whole bunch of sugar and cream and big twist cotton yarns. So we have this beautiful like sage green, cream, of course. This is going to be my connecting yarn. It's going to connect all of the squares together. I have this beautiful blue. This color is mod blue. Azul, yeah, mod blue. That's a Spanish word for it. I have this hot green. You see how hot that is? Like that's true to color. We have this beautiful, what's it called? Hyper violet. Let's see how we gonna balance this, child. That's not gonna work. All right, hold on. Okay, we have tangerine. Beautiful. I might have to go back, or I think Michael has this. This is gonna be pretty for like a summer cover up, a beach cover up, or this, or both. This is hot pink, and my favorite color of all is the sunny yellow. Again, cover up. Okay, and I got two balls of the cream because I wasn't sure how I wanted to connect them just yet. And I don't think I can hold all these up at the same time. Let's do it like how people on Instagram be doing with their money. Let's see if I can do that. Oh, we got it. Like this. So these are my colors for my clutch. Come on, tangerine. Yes. So these are the colors. Thumbnail. So these are the colors for my clutch. Yes. And ugh, I got this cute little fabric to go on the inside. It's like very spring florals. Beautiful. So this is the next crochet for myself project. Me and Granny Squares Don't take that long. So, but I wanted to at least start my godmother's uh tunic, get that going, and then I can always make the clutch, you know. The clutch probably, because I don't know if I want to have multicolored squares, granny squares, if I just want to do one granny square each. I think I'm just gonna do one color. Because child, me and multiple granny square colors. Let's talk about this. Because we're still not finished. I go back into the office in a week. Next week, next off, I go back on the 7th of April. I want to wear my vest because it's cute. And why make things to wear if I can't wear it? But when I tell you weaving these ends in is going to dry, this is the only thing about granny squares that I can't stand. It looks so pretty, but it's just like it's so much work. And for everybody saying you should weave it in as you go, yes, but when I do that, I can remember which side is the right side and which side is the wrong side. So maybe from now on, we just won't weave in the center string so we can tell which side is which because this is I took an hour and a half to do this one and then this row. Hour and a half. Hour and a half. And I still have the bottom row, the sides, and the whole back or front because it's not really a front or back. But we're going to get there, okay? Because we're wearing her to work. We're going to wear her to work. All right. And the last thing I had to talk about, yes, the last thing I'm working on that I need to talk about is our friends from high school. They are expecting a baby girl. Shout out to Chris and Geneva. I'm so excited. So I like to make baby blankets. Baby blankets, baby items for when my friends are having children, of course. And so I came up with this. I love a waffle stitch, well, that's not waffle. I love a nice waffle stitch, especially in a baby blanket because it makes it nice, soft, and squishy. So I have this yarn from Hobie. I've had it for, that's my other needle. I've had it for years, like literally years. So I thought it was going to be enough to make a blanket, but it's not. So we had to pull in another color. So at the moment, this is what we have. It's looking nice. I made it wide because I like my blankets to be big enough for the baby to grow with. So I'm taking this with me to North Carolina. This is going to be my focus. We are going to get this going and stop because the baby shower is in like 2 weeks. Okay. Time for me to wrap it up. But yes. So let me see. So I didn't have enough purple, so we're going to do the mauve on the outsides. I weighed everything. So mauve on the outside, um, 10 rows, and then I split up the purples. So we do purple on each side and then mauve on the outside. And hopefully it's wide enough. If not for this way, then it'll be this way. But yes, baby blankets. I love making them. I love making baby blankets. Okay, but yes, it's time for me to go. Gotta wrap things up. Um, get the house in order so that we can leave tomorrow. So thank you guys for watching and see you next time.